packing for a few more hours because it's about to rain. It's a big black cloud overhead. When you said about Bex about peeing in bushes, reminds me of Simon's mum when she was alive, because she used to pee all over the place when she went dog walking. She loved her dogs. We're glad she didn't pee in the town. We lived in the countryside, so she peed in. I keep wanting to say pee and poop. I hope she didn't poop, but no, she didn't. It was pee in the bushes and behind trees. Yeah.
If I have to pee in a field or a bush, I always say very loudly, "Sorry if you see my bum," just in case.
What if you heard somebody shout back, "I can see you"? I forgot to say yesterday, I promoted a shop, didn't I, or a website down south, and it's all vegan and natural products for face and body and stuff. And I put Wild Eye. It's not, it's Wide Eye, and it's W-A-D. No, it's not even that. It's W-I-D-E-Y-E. Wide Eye. Really good. Brilliant customer.
I was once mid-flow and this young couple walked around the corner of the bush, just kind of went, right, because there was nothing else I could do. I had no choice. I couldn't stop. So, yeah.
Is that like the teenage nod? All right? All right? What is it like? They go like that, all right? All right? Don't look the same when you're in your 50s, does it? All right?
So.
It's cool about this, us three. We don't really know each other. None of us live near each other. We've only met on YouTube. And we're doing this. That's cool. It's like having virtual pen friends.
Apart from me and Bex went to school together. Well, we did go to school together. She can't remember me, even though I sat right behind her in English. But she never even acknowledged me until we went to sixth form college. And then she condones to be my friend. I don't know why I say condoned. Is that even right? Did I use that in the right context? It was because she was in the in crowd and I was in the out crowd, so we couldn't be friends. She was in the dance troupe. There was this teacher, she was head of lower school, Mrs. Lindley. She would flounce about and she had her favourite girls who were in the dance troupe and everybody else was dirt under her feet. I was watching this thing on the news the other night and it was talking about all the COVID breaks in schooling that kids have had and how much it's disrupted their schooling and how certain kids have fallen through the cracks and haven't actually gone back to school because, you know, they've been in and out of school so much. I think I would have been one of those kids. I hated school. If I had to keep stopping and starting, it would have been really stressful for me.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. It's just me then. I'm the outsider. Yeah, but it's weird, isn't it? Very weird. I'm too cold in the unit, so I'm going to go home and list loads of listings so I can get some pennies.
It's not just Kirsten. I don't remember anything of anything through years of alcohol abuse. My memory of my youth is minimal. So it's not just Kirsten, although she's pretty. She's still not very cool, to be fair. My mum and dad were so strict about education, and like I had a homework timetable. When I wasn't doing very well in French, they paid the French teacher to come and give private lessons. So if it was COVID, I'd have had all the teachers at my house teaching me during lockdown. And Mrs. Lindley hated me. I once got into a fight with some girls and she said to these girls, I'm surprised at you. And she looked at me and she went, "This is what I expect from you." And I was so upset. I looked at her thinking, you will never see me cry. My mum rang her that night and gave her a bullet.
Which French teacher did you have? Wasn't that tall ginger bloke, was it? I hated him. Just going back to the don't remembering me, you can't blame alcohol when you were 16 because you didn't remember me when we were in college. I remember you saying to me, "Oh, where did you go to school?" And I went to your school. And you were like, "Did you?"
Mate, I started drinking at 13.
When I think back to our teachers at secondary schools, some of them were dreadful. You wouldn't get away with it nowadays. Probably shouldn't name names, but there was that DT teacher, wasn't there? He used to dress up in his karate kit and show his can't even say it. Show off his crotch.
when I think back to school, all I think of is trying so hard to fit in and not say the wrong thing and not do the wrong thing and make everybody like me, and just like anxiety all the time.
Unfortunately, I'm very pro home education. I homeschooled Abby when she was poorly from year 5 until year 9, I think, or year 8.
I just remember wanting to be invisible. I think I did a pretty good job, but I just didn't want to come. I didn't want to be seen. There was that group of girls who were all a bit. I remember them fighting in the hallway, and it frightening the life out of me as they were screaming and shouting and pulling each other's hair out and stuff, and I was like, I don't want to get involved in any of that.
I hated school, absolutely detested school. I was very shy, so I found it really hard. There's fly poo on my lamp, but yeah, I hated it. I hated every minute of school, and I was glad when I left. Hated. I tell you, I've joined a dog walking group. Can't remember if I told you. To try and socialise Molly. So I'm taking her tomorrow. Don't know what she'll be like. I'm not taking them both together. I'm just taking Molly first because she screams at other dogs. Like scream.
Idea. How old is she? Jenny's 12. And she is very... Well, most of the time she's just not bothered by the dogs. She ignores them completely. But then some she just takes offence to straight away and goes nuts like a proper Jack Russell. And I can't work out what the problem is. I know she doesn't like being jumped on. So like puppies and stuff run up to her and they want to play and they want to bounce on her, and she doesn't like that.
I'm not really sure with Molly because we got her when she was 1.5 years. I think she was about 1.5 years or a year old. But she doesn't just bark, she screams, and it's like you're killing her. And it's just any dog, any person or any dog that goes near us. Because she's so bad, I don't take her on a walk, which is my fault. I mean, it's my fault she's like she is. Because I'm not consistent with her. So we went to Cornwall a few years ago, me and Simon, and took the 2 dogs, and she went mental in the town. So people were coming out the shops to see what was wrong. I'm hoping, I've spoken to the lady that runs this group, and she said if I walk behind, it won't take long before she decides that she's safe and she's all right. And it sounds like, I think she's trying to protect us. I don't know. She's either frightened of them and something's happened to her before, which I don't know, or she's trying to protect us. I'm not sure. I
used to walk a dog that screamed when I picked him up, as in when I went to collect him from the house, because he was so excited. And Lucy barks like she's going to attack some other dogs, but it's because she's like, wow, this is amazing, and doesn't know what to make of them. So this is the face of a sulky ponce. This, although she had her spay yesterday, is being whiny because they've both had tablets and they need to wait half an hour before they have their breakfast, and he thinks I'm going to starve him and won't look at me.
I'm just at my mum's. She's given me some lovely trousers to wear. Look, I'm up. I'm not in bed. I've even brought the Poochie with me. One of them. Are you okay?